Hey, what's up? So, as you can tell from the title, we are getting ready for a big trip coming up. Another one. Haven't been on one in a couple years, so I've been kind of itching for one. So, in a month or so, me and another buddy are taking our Teneres and headed out of state. We're not exactly sure where we're going, but we got 2 weeks to go somewhere. So, I have a list of things I really got to do to kind of get ready. We kind of have it over here. Oil change, that's kind of self-explanatory. Rear end oil, these are shaft driven, so haven't changed that in a while. New fluid, front and rear brakes. Last big trip I went on, I went to Tail of the Dragon, and from Washington State, that's a jaunt. I got on the brakes pretty hard through that whole trip, and especially there, so probably due for some new fluid. And this is ABS, so we got to cycle through the ABS to make sure we get all the good fluid in where it needs to be and all the old stuff out. Front brakes, the whole front end, so brakes, doing new pads, new bearings, new tires. Same with the rear, bearings, brake pad, new tire. Another rear shock. If you see my other video, you'll see I took a stock shock out of another Tenere and put in a pretty fancy unit. That stock shock is in pretty good shape. Mine is pretty well done. So I'm just going to swap that over and then figure out what we want to do after that. If I get a fancier shock too, or get this one rebuilt, or go from there. Tank bag. My tank bag's got a little bit of a rip in it right here, so need to, we'll figure that out. Stitch that back up. TPMS, I'm gonna put tire pressure sensors on the new tires when we get those swapped over, so kind of something to kind of keep an eye on while we go. And new panniers, so these are fine. That's what I'm gonna be doing today. These are fine, but it is kind of a pain to open these up this way. I'd like to rather have them come up from the top. These are a system from a company called Caribou. Really awesome system. The design overall. I've dropped this bike a dozen times on my last trip, and they've held up. The framework and everything is held up just amazing. So the cool thing about these, because you go off-road with hard luggage, if you hit them, you can do some damage to the bike, to the frame, to you, getting a leg caught underneath there. But Caribou has this cam lock system to where it's all locked in here. Quick disconnect, right? Like a lot of other companies. But it comes back to remove. In here, these cam locks are designed to break. So if I'm riding and I fall down and I get a big heavy impact on this side, that will break this lock and the bag will jettison itself and clear the bike. Takes up some of the impact. The rest of the impact, you know, going down the road will get on that, but you don't have not gonna get your leg caught underneath like a lot of hard bags do, and it helps soften the blow coming down. These are field repairable. You have a spare or two, just this little setup, and put it back on the bike and go from there. So the system from Caribou is actually really, really awesome, and there's not very many rack systems for these Super Teneres that I would consider decent. There's a lot of cheap stuff out there, and there's a lot of expensive stuff out there. But I wanted a little bit more storage and something kind of top load. So I got these Tusk boxes. They're cheap as far as costs go, but you know, 280 bucks for the set of the large ones. I got a little more storage capacity. the big thing was being able to be top loaded from the, or being able to load everything from the top. So what we got to do is mount these on there. These are designed to come there. The Caribou comes with these Pelican cases, but what's nice is this being a flat surface, all these mounting things all can come out. It's all held in with this plate. Basically just transfer that to that, and we're off and running. So the only bummer is switching this over is I will probably be losing all the stickers. I mean, it is what it is. Stickers are just stickers, but it's kind of neat to get some of these in some places. Everywhere after Iowa East, it was hard to find stickers in places, so I ended up not getting stickers for half the trip. But anyway, that's today's. We're gonna try to get these hard panniers put on. All right, we got 13. So basically, I think I'm just going to take this plate off and somehow hold up the new box to the side over there, kind of get it to where I want it, and then kind of guess on putting it on there, because we're adapting something that came pre-done, but it kind of throwing something else that's never been on there. It's about that size. I am going to leave that one on there until I get this new one put on, just in the event that I need a reference. Now, so working on that side, it's going to be on there something like so, but I could probably use it as a template to drill the holes I need to drill here. But let's see where this other box kind of mounts here. So that sticks out about a ½ inch to the end of the bracket here. But that can be pushed in quite a ways, it looks like. I could bring that all the way in here on the other box, so I can bring this back. But I'd probably at least want that sticking out, so that's 1.5 inches. So probably 1.5 inches from the end is what we'll do to put this guy. So basically, yeah, we'll just flatten, just right like so. And on the inside, that'd probably be pretty good. All right. Let's figure out how to get this thing over here and clamped onto the box or onto the rack. I'd like it flush with that, or close to being flush with that, and back a little bit. I don't know how we're going to do this. I have some clamps. Those might help. Oh, I'm gonna need the other clamp. Don't fall. Well, shit. Actually, this is a long enough clamp. Okay. Yeah, that's not going to look half bad. It's definitely pretty good size. So, we want this guy here to basically match up there. So we just need to figure out height-wise. So I think we want to come up with it. Grab the lid. Not bad. Yeah, we want to come up. So, how easy is this going to be? Oh, it's not bad. A little bit more on the front. A bit more on the rear. I think that's pretty close. The nice thing is once we get one done, we can measure the other one, and it'll be, we can copy it off that. Yeah, I think that's pretty close. That's pretty high up though. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of like to get it down low to have a little bit weight down further low, but I do like that this is all flat level thing. This is in the center, but the bag itself is not in the center. So maybe that needs to be the, maybe the box needs to be in the center of the bracket. That way it, all the weight's kind of there supported. But being more weight at the bottom, having the more support at the bottom is probably a better idea. Yeah, let's do it this way. I know it's kind of high up. Man, they're wide. But I think that should be okay. I don't have a passenger. In fact, I got rid of the seat, but I mean, I suppose someone could sit on there and still sit here. And that could get in their way. I do think, though, this will be coming back. This will come back quite a bit. Where's that? Here it is. Because that'll lock in here. Yeah, I think we're good on height there. So, let's get the tape measure out. What is this? This is, that's 3 inches. This is 3 inches. That's going to be really easy to figure out. That's not 3 inches. Okay. It's 3.5 almost. So we can't go off of that. But we can get a marker. Of course, don't have a Sharpie. Huh. Window marker. Let's see if this will work. No, it does not. Maybe a pencil will. Okay. About right there. Okay, there's our marks. So this will end up going basically just, I suppose, just centered kind of right there. Where those lines, there we are. So we just center that up, get that flush. About there. So we can take our little template. It's gonna be this guy. And we line him up right there. I think that's it. Or is it this way? Which side is the high side? Okay, so that's that side. So it is this way. About there. Okay. We are going to make sure that this is in here where we need to be. Yep, that's pretty much it. Say we just drill it, go for it, see what happens. Good enough. Those will be about the right size. Oh, let's see if I fuck this up. Well, it's not big enough, but I think we're gonna be all right. That one's a little bit bigger, I think. Yeah. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's there's some adjustment there, but I think good deal. So that won't go. This won't interfere with this at all. That's not what moves. All right. So now that that's in, let's get this plate. Locked in. I'll probably throw some of these nuts on there. It's probably not a bad idea. Now the only thing I haven't taken account for is the flatness of that and the curvature of this. But, because that sticks off there. Oh, there's some movement in there. So yeah, that'll be all right. right, let's see if this fits. Awesome. He's on there. That's perfect. Yep. It's actually further back than the other ones, than the old ones. It's high up, but like I said, I'm gonna have weight in the bottom. I would rather it be more supported here than this all being down and that weight's down here moving around. So I think that's gonna work pretty good. Plus, any further down, I guess you run a little risk of, I don't know, maybe some exhaust not being able to get out. Working on the bike underneath, you know, I'll have access and not kind of be in the way with stuff. So overall, I'm pretty happy. I'm gonna bust this other one out and we'll go from there. All right, so that wraps that up. I put on this other box. It mirrored the first one as I thought it would. So pretty easy going around second time getting it in, just using the measurements off the first one. But that is it for the boxes. We got some more parts coming in. The wheel bearings for the rear wheel is in. Still waiting on wheel bearings for the front, brake pads for the front and rear, waiting on the tires to come in, and we'll get some odd end things before the trip starts. So they're not bad. They're a little bit bigger than I thought they would be, but that's awesome. More storage. So we'll see how they work off-road. And that's about it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll go from there. See you on the next one.